let's take a look at Ninja Pig, my latest little mini graphic novel that I wrote and illustrated and have prepared for you. So let me just fire it up and show you what we got here. So this is the new cover I have for Ninja Pig. Little action scene. Uh, he's a ninja. He's a pig. What does he want? What does any Ninja Pig want? They want revenge. So, if you want to dive into this story with me, you can learn a little bit more about the history of Ninja Pig, because Ninja Pig is a character that I created many years ago. In fact, I first created Ninja Pig when I was in middle school, and it was after, I think it was in the eighth or ninth grade, is when I first saw the Ninja Turtles. And so, as the story goes, when my friend brought the black and white Ninja Turtles to class, and I saw those drawings for the first time, I was entranced. I was excited, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to make my own comics. And so, what I did was I started drawing Ninja Pig because I thought it would be kind of silly and funny. Um, and so that hung around in my notebooks for years. I would doodle little Ninja Pig drawings, and at the time, I even drew little short stories. Um, and he was always there, always just a little character that I played with from time to time. And recently, a friend of mine challenged me. He's like, "Why don't you just make a Ninja Pig book?" And I thought, well, I don't know. The original character was kind of light on story. I don't know what to do with it. And I decided, yeah, let's make it happen. And so here we go. Ninja Pig was born. And so I struggled with the question, when and where does the story for Ninja Pig take place? In my old notebooks, and when I used to illustrate him, he was in modern times, he was in olden times, he was in feudal Japan, it was all over the place. So I didn't really have a clear backstory or anything. And I finally made the decision, okay, I'm going to put him in the past. So he's going to be in feudal Japan, and I'm going to craft the story around that. So when we get into it, I'm just going to read this. In a forgotten time where men fight for blood and honor, there is both beauty and betrayal as a noble samurai falls. Not on the battlefield, but by the hand of a brother in arms, driven mad by jealousy and desire. But death is not the end. The warrior's soul endures, reborn through the mystic arts in the most unlikely of hosts. Not a new now a new shadow moves in the night, silent but deadly. The swine shinobi hell-bent on revenge. Ninja Pig. Sakamoto Castle, setting the stage. I like drawing something like this, where you have kind of that opening shot that sets the parameters of the environment a little bit. And so drawing this castle, this pagoda, actually, I don't know what you call it, a Japanese temple. And you can see a little silhouette of Ninja Pig up top. And then the camera kind of zooms in. And here he says, "They'll never see me coming." And he drops down into the inside of the castle keep. And so some guards are coming and he has to hide. I like playing with these kinds of shots where you see the progression. So he sees them, he hides, they come forward, they pass, and his eyes are still there, kind of directing what's happening. Here's the time to insert a little gag. He was holding his breath the whole time, and when he let out his breath, his belly pops out of the shadow too. And here he says the famous, "I'm silent and I'm deadly. I am Ninja Pig." So I wanted this to be a funny but serious story, and so I wanted to include little gags, and so they show up from time to time. I like that contrast, I guess. Here he attacks those guards, silences them because he's a Ninja Pig and he wants revenge. But he's tempted by the smell coming from the kitchen. And here he sees the kitchen and some food that caught his attention. But no, he ain't got time for that. Revenge is better served on an empty stomach. And so he continues to sneak through the castle. And what does he see? He sees two large statues. Statues representing two heroes from the past. He tries to measure himself up a little bit, and again, his belly defeats him. He will pay for what he's done. And now, to his memory, the Dragon Kingdom. Here we see Hikaru Shinobi Akechi Mitsuhide, the two statue characters that were shown, the two samurai warriors. Hikaru and Akechi, two great samurai, loyal servants to the Grand Daimyo Takeda Yashimoto. Fierce warriors that fight for honor and for blood. No army can defeat them. No man dare oppose them. Blood brothers to the end. And here they present their spoils to the daimyo himself. My warriors, my samurai, my sons, you honor me. You have returned the Magnetama to its rightful home. May its magic protect us and make us powerful, striking fear in the hearts of our enemies forever. This is where I needed to introduce a magical object. This magical object was important and something they needed to find. Of course, as they celebrate their success, a beautiful geisha comes to dance for them. Minmei is her name. Minmei comes from Robotech, the name I swiped. Same with Hikaru. But danger lurks. A ninja watches. This ninja assassin prepares to strike, and Hikaru sees something out of the corner of his eye. But before it's too late, he sees the arrow coming. No, he jumps in front of it and catches it in the shoulder, protecting his master and the geisha. Akechi screams, "Ninja!" and the guards rush to find the ninja. The geisha sits by Hikaru. You saved my life. They fall in love. A ninja was concealed on the wall, Yashimoto-san. My men are in pursuit. Find him and kill him. I will help Yashimoto-san. No, you cannot, Hikaru. You must rest. You will take the Magnetama. It will protect you and heal your wounds. So here he gives this great magical gift to Hikaru to help him heal. Now we return to Ninja Pig, and you can see a small little vignette of Ninja Pig sneaking into the castle. And here is another little gag where we have the guards coming and Ninja Pig has to conceal himself. So here he pretends to be one of the statues. And they pass him by, and again, he lets out a sigh of relief. That was close. Back to the Dragon Kingdom. Does it hurt? A little. You saved my life, Hikaru. I can never repay you. So here, this might seem a little reminiscent of Anakin and Padme, because it is. Your company is payment enough. And he goes in for the kiss. But uh-oh, Akechi comes and disturbs them. Hikaru, he says. General Hashimoto requires your presence. You must return with us at once. At once? Since when does my brother in arms command me? Can you not see that I am occupied with a lady? Since when has the great samurai Akechi been demoted to errand boy? I am no errand boy, but wounded or not, it is not wise to keep Takeda waiting. Go now with my men, and I will escort the lady home. Fine. Adieu, milady. And he leaves, but looks back, wondering what is really going on. My lord, should we not return to the castle? There is no rush, for it is not I that has been summoned. Let us stay a moment longer so that I may enjoy a beautiful sunset alongside a beautiful geisha. Here we see the seeds of jealousy being planted. Something is going on with Akechi. Back to Ninja Pig sneaking through the castle. We see him poke his head around a building, getting ready to sneak through the garden. I am Shinobi. My steps leave no trace. Of course he slips. Splashes into the water. Here comes a guard. What was that? He goes to the edge of the water to look for him. But you see there is a tiny little reed sticking out of the water. Down in the corner, he wonders, what is that? And boom, a blow dart. It gets him. Ninja Pig leaves the water and notices a bench. Ugh, everywhere I see reminders, he thinks. But now is not the time for pleasant memories. So this is where we start to see that, wait, Ninja Pig is somehow remembering this story. The story is coming from him. What is the connection? Continuing in the Dragon Kingdom, we see someone watching from a window. It is Akechi, and he is watching the two lovers as they walk through the garden. Hikaru has won the favor of Yashimoto and has won the hand of Minmay. I have nothing. What a fool I've been. Here they sit in the garden, and Akechi hears something from behind. You think you can sneak up on me? All too easy, Akechi-san. Who said that? Darth Vader. How dare you taunt me? Why have you come, Shinobi? There's a little matter of payment we must discuss. Payment? Your failure has cost me more than you know. There is no payment when you fail to kill a shogun. Careful, Akechi-san. My loyalty comes at great cost. Slash! Indeed it does. Dun dun dun. I will take care of this myself. And Akechi dons his own ninja robes. What is that, Hikaru? Gong, gong, gong. It is a call to arms. I must go, my love. Guards, protect the geisha with your lives. But Hikaru, your wound, it is not fully healed. It matters not. The Magnetama will protect me. Boldly going to fight. Back to Ninja Pig. And here he continues his path sneaking through the castle, and he finds a secret entrance, a secret doorway through the wall into the inner sanctum of the castle. Back to the Dragon Kingdom. Hikaru rushes to the sound of the alarm, but he's too late. There he is. Yashimoto-san is dead, killed by an assassin. How could this happen? The ninja gained entry, my lord, but we do not know how. We must hurry and find his secret passage. And they go through the castle and they find a doorway that they did not know was there. Hikaru follows through the secret door to the outside, the same door that Ninja Pig followed so many years later. Minmay! She is gone. The guards are killed, and she is nowhere to be found in the garden. Uh-oh. Ninja stars, come and get them. And that poor shoulder. Hikaru got hit again in the same shoulder. That's him. He sees someone leaving with the geisha in the top corner of the screen. He's getting away. I must go. So he struggles to his feet to follow him up the path, and it begins to rain. Minmay, he sees her being taken away on the horse. And without thinking, he jumps. Kicking the ninja, he drops him from the horse, and Minmay falls to the ground unconscious. Here he has his opportunity to find out who is this menace. Akechi! What have you done? What I had to do so I can take my rightful place as daimyo. You were my brother, Akechi. Curse you. Does that sound familiar? You are my brother, Anakin. Curse you. He jumps forward, and before Hikaru can defend himself, stabbed through the heart. Kicked into the pigsty to die. But you see the Magatama falls off to the side. Akechi thinks he's won. Everything is mine now. How fortuitous. Minmay is unconscious. She doesn't know it was I that took her. This will play to my advantage. I will be her savior. And the hero Hikaru will have died pursuing the escaped ninja. My plan is complete. The clan is mine. I am the daimyo now. What is this? Something is stirring. The spirit of Hikaru appears. The Magnetama is glowing. What is happening to me? His spirit says. What is this magic? Oh no, wait. What are you doing, swine? Don't grab the Magnetama. Uh-oh. The magic starts to attach to the pig, and the spirit of Hikaru joins with the pig to become, what is this monster? Back to Sakamoto Castle, Ninja Pig continues his journey through the secret passage. But let me go back to here where it says, who am I? Because here we see Ninja Pig traveling through the castle looking for something. There it is. He found it. the sword, and the armor of Ninja Pig. To be continued. So this is the origin of Ninja Pig. In love with a geisha, betrayed by his brother, his spirit lingered and endured and merged with a farm a farm animal, a pig, and now with great power, Ninja Pig goes on his quest of revenge against Akechi. So that's the first issue of Ninja Pig. Available now. If you'd like to purchase a signed copy, please check my website. But I'm currently writing the second issue to continue the story. And you can imagine what may happen next. I think there is going to be a showdown between Hikaru and Akechi, Ninja Pig versus Samurai Warrior, and let's see what happens. So, I hope you've enjoyed my little read through the book. If you'd like to get a print copy, they're available now. I hope you like this little story. Obviously, when I write these stories, I try to have a little fun and adventure in these books. That's my goal, and that's what I like to write, and that's what I like to draw. So, if you're a kid at heart and you enjoy these types of stories, please read them and share them with your friends. All right, I'll follow up in the future when I have Ninja Pig 2 ready to go. All right, see you around.